Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Oh my God, the rabbits just decided to leave. We've got the bunny cam up. They'll be back. This is their dinner. It's not anywhere else. They have no other choice. We're trying to lure them up and learn that this is the new place where they get dinner back from their old place. And it's hard to teach an old rabbit new tricks, as the saying goes. There's Spots busting on the scene. Spots, we also refer to him as a Colorado mini cow because we live in Colorado. And I mean, look at him. Look at this guy. Such a pure breed. All right, so we're picking up where we left off. Tecumseh's pissed off at us with a shiny. I didn't remember that. We are playing as Isabella, sorry, and we're playing as Aksum. What up, dude? He's like wandering around down there. Dude, eat your dinner, man. Quit burrowing stuff. I think he knows that I've got some good cilantro up here. Let's see if we can get him some. We'll throw it out there. He'll find it. All right. Let's see what we can do. I'm not sure where Mazikeen is. She's around. We do need to kind of take stock of the situation. We're at 34% of era score. We've got 4 of 4 cities, which is looking pretty good. We have kind of forward settled multiple times Tecumseh, but we're going to try to make, you know what? I think what really pissed him off, though, is, yeah, we did destroy his city-state friend. But honestly, his city-state friend kind of deserved it, if we're being real. So, yeah, maybe we should have retreated south or something, but that's okay. And there's a lot of, I didn't realize there's so much wine. There's wine here and here. It'll be really nice when we can trade with, I think we're trading with this city. It'll be nice we can trade with Little Axe. I'm not sure how to say that. Silicofa? Perhaps? Oh, and he's gone. Well, they'll be back. They will be back. What up, Guppysaurus? Oh, I don't have the chatbot fixed up. I will give that bunny all the snuggles. Oh man, they've been so sweet recently too. Guppy, you know, we took him to the vet, and it was their Vietnam, and now they're like changed rabbits. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Hop up. Come on. You know you want to. Come here. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Yep, come on. Well, they're being difficult. They'll be up. They'll be up before too long, though. Let me just finish up with that. Hope everybody's having a good 4th of July. 250th anniversary of what has turned into a dumpster fire. You know, we can at least, yeah, here's the good news, guys. At least we can say we were here for the end. It'd be funnier if it didn't feel so true. All right, we're doing okay down here. We might have to move our slinger out and like buy another ship or something would probably be what we'd do. What's the scout doing? Okay, he's doing interesting things. Let's move him inland a bit. Looks like there's room for another city there. We got room for about 3 or 4 more cities. I think we do. Man, this would be such a great spot if New York wasn't already there. And here we've got, oh, okay, that's going to be, that's a tough one. Kind of makes you want to burn something down. Can you plant on the river itself? Because that would be a crazy good spot. We got a thunderstorm over here, so no fireworks. They actually, where I'm at, Guppy, they like shut down the fireworks. There's actually a couple of cities that are in the mountains that close down their trails for today because they didn't want people hiking up and then shooting off fireworks. So they just like shut down the trails because of the fire risk. It's kind of crazy. Uh-oh, what did we lose? Our warrior, even though he was packed, they can still take damage and die, apparently. Okay. Sure. I didn't realize that. All right, we're expanding here. I think we should probably grab the turtles. Although, we do want to expand south, too. Mangoes are pretty great. Food and culture. Let's go ahead and grab the turtles, though, I suppose. These guys are just marauding around, pillaging all my stuff. Gotta love that. 6 turns till I think they stop attacking us. What do we got going on? We're building Petra. We got 3 turns left. Feel like it'll be a small miracle if that actually gets made. And then I think after that, we got pretty good production, I think, here. What do we got? We got, oh, no, we don't. 21? Now we could have a lot better production. What do we need to build here? Saw pit will get us a little bit more. Not a lot. I guess I'm used to playing Pachacuti. Yeah, how's the puppy doing with the fireworks? Tolerating it, kind of, sort of, okay. Hopefully. All right, let's put food and production. That looks great. That's going to move some of these around. We'll put some food and production at some of these other places. Food and happiness is also fine. We just want to grow that population for the most part. Not really worried about the 2 gold income. Although I guess maybe we wanted production at our capital. You know, we could just do the 10 there. It's only +2 production, actually. I keep thinking it was +4. I don't like any of these options. I think what we really need is we need camels. We need to find some camels and grab them. I don't see any up there. None over here. Sometimes you're just on maps that have, you know, more of one resource than another. So we can't grab these camels. We need to grow out to these guys. They're passed out. Okay, well, that's good. Hopefully it's get a chance to chill out. I don't think we have any camels over here. Looks like we've already made trade routes with these 2 guys, so we'll just rest them up for now. Oh, and look! St. Louis throwing down exactly where I wanted to go. Man. That's really annoying. I guess we still have plenty of places to go, so it's fine. And I guess what's good about here is that there's so many resources which we can just probably form a trade route to get. So there's still going to end up being plenty of places, I think, to grow to. Oh, here we go. We got a red city state. We want to grab those guys. We're going to try to grab them. Did we already get a green? Or did we not find any? Sorry, guys. I know we just did this yesterday, but I'm trying to get my bearings here. Yeah, Seleucia, she grabbed. That was a problem. And then I don't think we found any other ones. Storm knocked out power, too, so I'm forced to use my unlimited data instead of Wi-Fi. And the worst part is that the bunnies are gone. I'm sorry. I told you this might happen. I can't control them. I don't know what to do. Oh, this is a whole island over here. Maybe we should go investigate. Do we have just one? Oh, Mrs. Harrow's going to try to come and lure them in. Thank you, Mrs. Harrow. Do you want to meet my pet lettuce that we have? Could meet it. They're not interested. Well, I'll be damned if people actually launching fireworks in the rain. I'm not entirely surprised. Hey guys, nobody.
They like turn around and get close. They know what I'm doing in there.
The rabbits are here to talk about what kind of wages they're getting paid for this. They want a contract. They're not coming over until they get one, apparently. That's the word on the street. I think we'll just go with some extra gold. We probably didn't need gold. We probably should have grabbed happiness. We have a lot more gold income than happiness. That's all right, though. All right, let's throw down a fishing quay. I think we can throw it down right Want to go here? You know, do we want to go in the... Yeah, let's go there. That's fine. You know, let's just throw down a granary too, maybe? Can it help us expand? Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Maybe we were saving up to buy a settler. I slept and it just completely wiped my mind what we're doing. Lechuga and iceberg? I'd love to see them. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Well, we don't give iceberg. Iceberg has no nutritional value for him. So, or at least very little. I feel like I need to give out funny facts now. I don't know how to convince Tecumseh that we're cool. Anything I can do here, man? Doesn't really seem like it. I guess I don't have any. I just spent all my influence. We're gonna build straight towards that camel. Try to grab it. Looking a little rough there. I don't know. We can send one of these boats back, I guess. Also, we need to actually get a boat, so maybe we should do that too. Repair all the stuff they burned down. They'll probably burn it down again. Holy wowzers, Batman. We don't want to be close to these guys. They're all got a whole war party going on. Dude, look, Tecumseh, man, you got a city-state right here. I don't know why you're mad. Nah, just take him over, establish your dominance. Nah. Whoa, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Sedentary life is
Tetra.
civilization's goal. It marks the end of its life and heralds its corruption.
That's funny. All right. So yeah, that's crazy. We got Petra. We'll take it. Let's throw down a garden now. Lots of great places to put this thing. And let's throw down the library as well. Got a couple of good spots at the library. Granary. There. Throw it over here, I guess. Cool. How many turns do we got? We got 3 turns, I think. I think they stop attacking us at that point. Why? Oh, snaps. We don't have... I never built a fishing quay or anything here. I guess let's buy another slinger. I think whatever I was doing before probably would have allowed us to keep our units and not get them destroyed, but mistakes were made, so here we are. Can you give us viewers some fun lettuce facts? Oh no, the dogs are freaking out. No. Yeah. Can I give you some fun lettuce facts? I don't know. I might have to call in Mrs. Harrow. Mrs. Harrow, are there any lettuce facts that you can share with us? She made a noise that didn't sound like she was pleased with being asked about lettuce facts, but she made a noise. I don't know if I have any lettuce facts, Guppy. My wife eats a lot of it. I don't know. She's honestly kind of like Godzilla for kale. You know, they see her coming and it's like, rah! All right, we're expanding here. We got the wine, which is great. It's the city center, so we can get all the way up to here to grab this crabs. Let's do that. Kale is so good, though. Kale can be good. I don't know if it's my preferred delicacy, but it can be very good. All right, fishing quest down. We'll wait a turn so we can buy some more ships to make more trade routes. We'll also be trying to save up our influence because we'll want to increase the number of trade routes we can have with other civs. We'll keep running this guy away so that he hopefully stays alive. I don't even know what this ship is doing. Just kind of wandering around. It would be very easy to kind of set ourselves up to go into like a militaristic next era with all the boats and everything that we already want that are already advantageous to us. But it is kind of almost too easy, so we're not going to do that. Oh my god, I need to expand and I can't go on the tile I want because of these barbarians are sitting on it. No! Can I just not grow? I don't know what to do. That sucks. I guess I'll just go right here. Getting offered local festivals. Local festivals from everybody, which is going to really help our influence, which is what we're more concerned about. I don't know how to... Okay, yeah, maybe we get like open markets or farmers market. Maybe let's do like farmers market. Do you go for that? All right. Maybe we'll make some more trade routes. Kale, collard greens, and arugula are chef's kiss. I do like some arugula. And, of course, everything in moderation, but I get down on arugula salads. All right, I think we're going down here to this turtle. Still really, really need some more camels. Like in a pretty bad way. We also need to pump out some more settlers. I'm tempted to, like, we obviously want to build all this stuff, but I'm tempted to throw out a few settlers before we finish anything else. I think let's try that. I don't know. Should we finish the library? We'll finish the library. Then we'll pump out a few settlers. We'll be able to increase our settler capacity at least 2 more times, and I'm fine with being over by like 1. It's not ideal, but it's fine. I think these guys have stopped attacking us now. Yeah. So we'll group up here, I guess. I think we're going to try to build a ship here and send another one to Tecumseh. Whenever you build trade routes, it improves your relationships with other civilizations. And so that can really help us here. What do we got here? Unusual activity. An open city garden attracts large crowds with its vivid beauty, but its lush, peaceful surroundings are disrupted by a horrific discovery of body buried in one of the flower beds. People in the government must work together to resolve such issues. This is a problem for the guards alone. Yikes. Sure, people in the government. I don't know what this storyline is all about. All right, now let's buy another one of our specialty ships. And do we need... I think we probably need to improve trade relations. I guess we'll have to do it next turn. Increase the number of trade routes. Somebody built pyramids. Somebody's already got a couple of alliances. Send that guy around that direction. I think that works. Oh, interesting. Oh man, okay, so he's got a couple of cities over here that we can all trade with too. That's pretty hooked up, really. So we'll move this guy out and then we'll make another one. All right, we're back to neutral with Tecumseh. So we were able to overcome our issues, our differences, if you will. I don't really think there's a great place for this guy to go. I think he's going to have to come around the south side here and just go to White Oak. Not so bad now that Nihar has the lettuce cam set up and he's not talking about lettuce. You're just so sad. I'm sorry, I misread that. Hold on, let me pull up some lettuce facts here. Yeah, I'm just getting like a Wikipedia article. I don't know what to tell you. It's an annual plant from the Steraceae, maybe something like that. Mostly grown as a leaf vegetable. I'm sorry, guys. The rabbits will show up one day. They will. Oh man, we got like 20 plus culture for that because of all the wine, all the wine we have. We know how to throw a party here in the. Isabella knows how to throw a party. What's going on here? Okay, now I can. Establish trade route. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, they got camels. Camels unlocked. That's huge. Massive. Okay. We do want some more production, but how much are we getting from? Man, we really got to build more. Or just buy. Let's just go buy them. They're probably 220. We probably don't quite have enough. We need to buy more storage facilities. I mean, this is a pretty nice island. Hopefully this settler is not going out there and doesn't also agree that this is a pretty nice island. We'll see. I bet they do. I hope they go south, though. Madrid? Okay. This explorer is a little bit lost. Let's try to do some open borders with Tecumseh here. And then we'll set him to explorer mode.
Africa will write.
Cultural or economic attribute point here. I think we're going to go with economic. Cool. Plus 2 gold for every trade route per age. We'll go with that. We're 133 gold per turn, which is pretty decent. We're finally able to grab our own camel that we had. Gonna choose some civics. We're fully unlocked with all of our civilization-specific civics. Now we can get entertainment, organized military, which will give us +1 city capacity. As long as we have a defenseless settlement, I don't really feel like that's true. I think we're fine. Let's further increase our trade relations with Tecumseh. Looks like it gets more expensive each time. We're probably going to do that 2 more times. We can slot all of these. Excellent. Culture is going up by like another 20-ish that time as well, being able to slot all of our specific Aksum specific civic things, whatever they're called. All right, should we buy? Yeah, let's. I need to stop spending money because we need to buy a brickyard and a granary just so that we have them. That'll give us +3 culture, +2 food. It'll give us a lot of stuff. There. All right, and then the next thing we'll be looking at is upgrading some of these cities where it looks like 46% on the era score. Oh, we actually have 35 culture here. It'd probably be worth it to just throw some. Nah, we'll leave it. We've got some silks. It'll be worth it to throw down some silks. Festival grounds. Let's do it. I think we've got all of these guys. I don't think we have a trade with that city, but I think that's okay. Do you want to head to New York, or do we? I think we just go straight to Madrid. Huh? Let's go ahead and start with trade with the capital. It's going to be the most profitable, I would think. One of the funny things you end up with is you end up with all these boats that you don't really have a use for. You don't really have anything to do with them. Don't know where that settler went. Just go to sleep, dude. Army commander doesn't know what to do. I don't know what he should do either. Looks like we got turtles. I mean, I think White Oak is going to take so long to get a ship there that can start a trade route that we'll probably not worry about it. Maybe we can do open borders with Machiavelli. He's going to be cool. Excellent. Cool. Volcano in our capital is erupting. We need to slot a codex, it looks like, because we finished the library. Oh, I don't even know where to send these ships. Maybe it makes sense to just like put them out on the edge here, then we can go explore really quickly at the beginning of the next era. That might be the move. Cool, 7 trade routes. Excellent. And we've got more stuff that we can't really slot right now. Where else do we have camels is the question. Oh, he's almost got it. I gotta be able to trade route with them. I really don't know what to tell these guys to do. Like, there's just nothing. Will it not let me move through his unit? I guess not. Oh no, whoa! So I actually started grabbing this first, and he's got 2 turns. So he just spent a ridiculous amount of influence on these guys. That's crazy. That is unfortunate. It's enough to piss you off. What are you gonna do? We're trying to play peaceful though. We could go to war and like crush a lot of these guys, but it kind of makes the game. It's a little bit Civ 6 style where it could make things a little bit imbalanced, let's say. What is this dude doing? Does this dude, he's already made his trade route, I think? And then this guy is confused on where to go. He's probably been going back and forth because he keeps running into units. Love it. Love it. Some things don't change. Getting ready for work in the dark is not fun. Oh no. Is it just that stormy that it's dark? That's crazy. Man, this looks cool. There's going to be an island out here that I think will be considered distant lands. We'll have to hop on that at the beginning of the next era. That's cool. I'm just now realizing that. I guess if you're neutral, it won't let you move through other people's units, but if they're happy with you, you can. That seems to be what I'm learning here. I don't know if that's actually true, but I couldn't. Oh my gosh, do we not have barracks research? That's the problem. Okay, let's get some barracks going on. Barracks action going down. Let's do that before we do anything else. And then let's also buy this brickyard and saw pit. I don't know. Put them over here. There we go. Maybe we'll do the granary as well. How are we doing? So we're getting 115 culture per turn, which is way more than literally everybody else. We're only getting 27 science. That's a little rough, but that's okay. We're getting a ton of gold. We're up to 150 per turn, and we're still just building trade routes. We could probably build a couple more, honestly. And to build trade routes, we just build ships, because each one of our ships can make a trade route when it's first made or whatever. So it's going to be hard not to just want to keep pumping those out. So we're going to do a couple more and get the full benefit, or as much benefit out of them as we can. I don't think we have trade routes with Machiavelli. I think we could have more with, I think with Harriet. Does it tell you how many trade routes you have with them? Is that on here somewhere? Storm knocked out power for like 3. Oh, it's dark because the power's out. I'm a dork. I'm sorry. Like, why is it dark? It's the middle of summer. I'm a dork. You did say that. Yeah, that's not fun. No. I'm sorry, Guppy. Especially if you're like in a back room. That tells her leader abilities. More info about her civ, relationships. Started a trade route. Does it tell us? Well, I don't know. Can't really seem to tell. We're gonna send another ship over there regardless. Okay, looks like he went south. That's good to know. Happy with that. Our capital is growing a little bit here. We'll grab some more sea tiles, gives us a little bit more production because we have God of the Sea. Trade routes are going out. We will... Oh, you know what? We could probably... The Oracle could be thrown down. It's probably worth it. Let's try to get the Oracle built. I don't think we're going to get it. It's pretty late. I think somebody's going to build it before us. I'm tempted to not even try. A lot of achievements going out. 50 excess happiness in a settlement. We're going to get some salt. We're going to throw the salt in our... Yeah, how much? Okay, we don't want the silk in our capital. I want to throw the salt in our capital, see if we can get our production up a little bit here. And I think we can start upgrading. So we got 9 population, 8, 8. Interesting, this one is the one with the highest. We'll convert it to a city. Only going to drop our income a little bit, not much. Let's throw down a barracks. Get a place we can put a +6 barracks. It's pretty hooked up. And then, well, we'll see about buying a fishing, or a harbor, rather, I'm sorry. What else do we want here? Do we want fish? Do we want some cowrie? Do we want tortugas? Let's do the tortugas. Or actually, you know what? No, let's not do the tortugas because we're already getting a ridiculous amount. Let's see if we can get a little bit more production for right now. All right, can I tell this guy to go all the way down here and he'll do it? In theory, yes. Hopefully he doesn't run into some trouble. Just getting a little XP on our commander there. Okay, this is the problem. There's a traffic jam because France is... Man, why aren't these guys happy with me? I've made so many trade routes with them. What do you want from me? There we go. They don't want me to trade with other civilizations, clearly. Cool, looks like we'll be able to finish off this barbarian commander unit. I still call them barbarians, whatever they are. Interesting. Kind of an interesting map. I quite like this map, all things considered. We got a decent amount of influence. Should probably try to do something with that pretty soon. Oracle. Worked on the Oracle, 9 turns. Really kind of crazy. It's going to let us finish that. I will be surprised. Looks like Harriet's also getting 175, 178 for Lafayette. They're getting a lot of gold income. We're going to go with writing 2 so that we can still tech, and then we're going to beeline for mathematics is what we're going to do. We're only going to be able to place down, looks like 2 or 3 more cities, unless we get considerably more lucky than we have been. Just because I try to get a green and red city state so we can throw down a couple extra cities. That's an option you can pick from them. At this point, if we get it, it might not even matter. All right, so we just got entertainment. You know, maybe we grab code of laws as well. That's going to let us steal civics, and then we'll head towards organized military, which will increase our settler limit. We'll take out tool making, put it on +2 happiness in all settlements. Increase our happiness considerably since we've got 4 cities. We're now 4 of 5 as far as the number of cities we can have, and we don't have a settler out, which is bad. So we're gonna have to figure that out. We're probably gonna buy one here. I think it's like 500 right now, probably for one. 440, low price. Well, actually, 2 turns we'll be able to get that. Lafayette just has units posted up, completely blocking us from being able to, or almost completely blocking us from being able to trade. Pretty annoying. right, we became suzerain of a cultural city-state. I think we're going to go +2 culture on cultural buildings. I think that's the move here. Oh, interesting. Just a fun little volcano. Man, is there another whole... Is this a pretty large landmass? That's crazy. That's nuts. Okay. We can buy another settler. I think we're going to do one here first. And the reason we're going to buy one here first is because we want to grab this camel. It's going to be probably the one of the best things we can get right now. And we still want to build on a coast, but I think we're going to go like right here. Or we could, I guess we could also go right here. We're losing a fish. We're gaining a date if we do that. I think it's a pretty 6-1 way half dozen the other situation. Or I guess we could move over here. No, that's not really going to do anything for us. I guess if we go here, we're a little bit closer to getting the camel. So maybe we'll just do that. I think that leaves room still if we want to later throw a city up here. I think it does. Kind of backfill a bit. All right. Get some more... get some more resources. We got some more pearls. We just have no place to slot anything. We're not going to support these local festivities. We just like to save our influence. We're going to start stealing tech. Normally, I like to be a little bit more friendly. I really would have expected many of these guys to be a lot more friendly with us than they are right now. Probably doing something wrong. But you can, usually when you're building this many trade routes and everything, people get pretty happy with you pretty quickly. Maybe I abused it a little too much. I abused their kindness a little too much this time. Can we just purchase a merchant? Yeah, we can. We're going to do that. We want this. He hasn't unlocked it yet, but I really want... Oh, and he expanded finally. Oh my gosh, I didn't need to purchase that. Well, we'll send it someplace useful. All right, we got Writing 2 unlocked. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Code of Laws 2. We're in another celebration. Let's do the Wonder Production here. +1. What do we want to do? +1. Yeah, we don't have any specialists, so we'll just stick with tool making. Colosseum is also eligible to be built. 5 turns on the Oracle. And we're getting kind of close to Madrid over here, which is Machiavelli's capital. And being able to establish a couple of trade routes there. Send our settler out. We need to send at least one over here and grab that. And then I'd probably like to send one way over here, because it'll make things easier on us. Looks like there's a city-state that hasn't been claimed over here. Whoa. All kinds of alerts.
The spoken word conquers all thought.
So what do we got? So we got unmet players completed the Triumph Abracadabacus. First research of mathematics. Wow. Mathematics. It's way up here. All right, crazy. And then Bread and Circus. That's actually from a while ago, I think. Or maybe it was like another player. Maybe it's one that multiple players can get. I don't usually pay too much attention to them. Yeah. We got surplus influence. Okay, let's go ahead and steal a little tech from Harriet, you know? What up, Dumpster Fire? What's going on, man? Maybe Machiavelli? We're about to be friends with him. Steal some government secrets. Figure out what he's got going on. So many resources we can't slot. We could probably min-max those resources, guys. I just get so tired of dealing with it that I quit after a while. Because it just feels tedious and not incredibly fun. We really need these guys to grab this camel. Can I do that? Do we not already have a trade relationship with these guys? Promote growth. Getting ready for another night ride? Nice. Night rides are like their own thing, man. It's crazy that you're doing them. Usually not too many people. It's been a while since I've done a night ride. That's for sure. Expanding our cities. Yeah, let's do the elephants. That helps us. 18 resources. 95 to 7 miles a night solo. Wish they had a dedicated club here. Yeah, that's cool, man. Oh, we never built that harbor. Let's just buy it. Spy production. That's kind of crazy. Mundo Perdido is available to build. We got a monument, garden, got a decent number of stuff. Let's throw it on the garden, and then we'll throw it on the monument. Salt pit brickyard, also pretty useful. We should probably get them down pretty quick if we can. I said I was saving up to build that settler, and then I keep building other stuff. There's just never enough money. You know what? I'm interested in having him actually build Mundo Perdido. Actually, 14 turns. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get that town, but might as well try. Oh, now it's saying 11 turns because we're in the celebration, I think. Sweet. Man, I don't even know where to send this trade route to. He's got so many cities that are all of his cities are along the coast. Some of them are pretty small, so I guess we'll just go to the largest one. New York is popping too, even more resources. It's just, what's the point if we can't? I imagine there's some point, but a lot less of a point if there's nothing to do with them. Scout has done what he can do. Dude, the whole county is dead. There's a Taco Bell and a 7-Eleven with lights on, but everything else is knocked out, even the traffic lights. Wow. That's crazy. Is it storming that bad? Or did somebody like have maybe someone wrecked or something? Do we already have a trade route here? Oh, no, we need to increase our trade capacity. There we go. Just got Taco Hell for dinner since they're slightly better than gas station food. Yeah. I would say significantly better, even if it is a little sus. That's tough times. Sorry, Guppy.
Those who delight to attack.
Would really like to reveal these couple of city-states that haven't been taken by anybody. All right, we established a trade route with one of the... I just want them to expand and grab that. Grab this friggin' camel. Yeah, some trees even got knocked over down and blocking the road. All good. I mean, we can get even more. We have turtles we can't slot, which just feels honestly tragic. Two turns. We might get the Oracle. Sometimes they'll beat you on like the last turn, which is infuriating. Also, I think we have what we need to purchase another settler. So let's do that. Whoa, holy warriors, Batman. There we go. Leventa. All right, that's a cultural one. We need to save up some influence too. Somehow we spent just a ridiculous amount of influence. Did somebody catch us? Why did our influence go down so much? Not sure what I did. Ah, man, we're finding a goodie hut. That's crazy. Interesting land masses over here, and nobody's built on it.
I count the grains of sand.
Wow,
on
we got
the
the
beach and
Oracle
measure
at 59%. That's crazy. That's nuts. We could build the terracotta army. We really don't need it. All right, we're going to build a couple more settlers. And then we should be done with settlers for the rest of the era. Oh, we have a wild card slot for the Oracle there. 15% gold towards gold purchases on all settlements, plus 1 gold for every imported resource. This is probably a lot. What's our gold at right now? We're getting 240 gold per turn. Wow. All right, 240. We'll see what that gives us. I don't know how that scout's probably going to die trying to get over there. Oh man, and this this settler is going to need some babysitting to get over there as well. What did I say? Already forgot. 240, 240. $284. So 44 gold. I think that's worth it. Hey, what's up, Erebus? Hey, why do you think there are games like Monopoly or Aksum Allies that have a smoother software implementation, whether it's others like Birmingham have a tougher time? Oh, yeah, I mean, that's kind of a broad question. I'm not sure, man. Birmingham, I'm not familiar with Birmingham. The game, that is. Is there something about it that would make you think it would be particularly difficult? I would imagine it's probably the skill of the people that are implementing it and has nothing to do with the actual game mechanics, because most of that stuff is, I wouldn't think would be incredibly difficult. It's a logistics nightmare board game. Okay. I mean, there's no reason that kind of game would be particularly difficult. Like if you're playing something like where you're creating a board, like I could see that being a little bit more tricky, right? Like any game where you're like making the board as you play, as like part of the game mechanics, I could see. I mean, Axe Analysis could be. Well, I'm sure they made it like I think he's talking about a board game simulator. Well, board game simulator is a thing, but like a PC version of board games of a board game. Oh, we do have a ton of gold. I'm here yapping, and we have all this freaking gold. All right, let's send this guy down here somewhere. We're not going to be able to throw down all these cities. Probably don't even need to build all these guys, but we're going to do it anyways. I think everything else is fine. I don't really care about going to the north there. Let's hook up these cities where we can. What do we got? Can we build? We can build a brickyard. We'll usually stick with some of the cheaper things for to build like brickyards and what have you. Saw pit, that works. Where else? What do we got here? Build an altar. Man, this should have been built a long time ago. All right, spin ourselves down. Oh, yep, kept losing the computer on Aksum Allies. Yeah. So you're talking about mostly about the AI in a lot of this regard, then? Am I gathering that correctly? You know, it is really easy to make an AI difficult. It is really difficult. It's very hard to make an AI that is fun and engaging. And so that could be just part of the issue. Like they might be succeeding at making a difficult AI that's just not incredibly fun and engaging. What most games do, and they've done this since like forever, it's been a long time they've done this, is they will just give the computer just like, you know, plus X to do a lot of stuff, right? Like, instead of like actually having like, you know, some kind of an intelligent gameplay for the computer, they'll just give it a multiplier on how many resources. They'll have like kind of a set thing that it does. If you have, you know, if you have money, if you have gold or whatever, buy this thing or do this thing. They kind of give it some rough guidelines, and then what they do is they just give it some multiplier. Like, okay, this, you know, if you're on the X difficulty, right, it gets 200% resources. And so, I mean, in Civ, it could be quite bad. In some of the older ones, where like Civ 6, they'll put out like 2 units a turn. Some of these units, and you're like, hey guys, what's going on here? Putting out that many. It's a little broken, is what I'm trying to say. Putting out that many per turn, and you're like 2 units per turn, like that's not really fair, is it? I almost had the civilization beat. But to give a computer to have the AI like actually act more intelligently and to do things that make sense and whatever is more difficult. So they tend to not do that as much. It's pretty easy to just plug in a multiplier, you know? Yeah. AI is good as for Aksum Allies. My experience with Birmingham is that it's a game requiring a lot of planning that goes to waste due to unexpected bottlenecks. Friends have the board game. Steam version had low ratings. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just who they're paying or getting to implement it. It's probably all that comes down to, if it's just poor implementation. Which, I mean, there are games companies that's all they do. That's like their core business. I don't know if it's incredibly exciting for a lot of people. You know, you don't have a lot of programmers who are like, yeah, I'd like to just convert a game that already exists into digital version. Honestly, that's probably an area where it would make a lot of sense, and there's probably a lot of room to have. You know, to outsource that stuff to places that all right, I guess we'll try to send our other scout over there. Try to outsource that stuff to places that have cheaper labor and could be able to, you know, do more with that. I mean, that's what they've done with the latest remake of Elder Scrolls. Was it Skyrim, I think, right? Like they got a, you know, I think I was in like an Eastern European company, I think. I'm not sure. But they find places where, and the way the current situation with a lot of games and gaming companies is, can I not open, open borders? Did that fail or something? Oh, it must have failed. Well, maybe he'll be nicer to me now. Yeah. Anyways, what they did is they paid they paid some folks in a place where labor is a lot cheaper, and you now have developing countries where labor is a lot cheaper that are they have everybody has a
The
computer
river
now
there
still
is-
like, oh my gosh, the Grand Canyon is here. That's ridiculous. No, it's so far away. I want it. I want it. That's going to be really tricky. I'd like to play as either Germany or America. Dude, I haven't played Axis and Allies in a hot minute. It's been a little while. I enjoyed it quite a bit back in the day. I think it's one of the earlier games that I kind of learned. What's going on here? Is this guy going to keep doing this every time? Can I tell him to go to Detroit? So what I need to do? Go to where's Detroit? There's Detroit. Go to Detroit. It's like a whole area of the continent that's just completely untouched. That's nuts. We need like 3 or 4 open borders though to get over there. Is the problem. I mean, there's places for quite a few cities over here. Yeah, but so Owlcat Games, which they have done like most recently Rogue Trader. They're working on the Expanse RPG. Those guys have distributed development across quite a few countries. I think a lot of them are kind of like, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think like maybe Middle East, maybe like southwestern parts of Asia. I'm not really sure, but they have a lot of different countries. I know that I have spoken with some people from there that are from European countries, and I know I've talked with people that from there that are from, like, I know at least one was from India. But I know that there's some other smaller countries that they and those places, again, cost of living is lower and what have you, so they can, it's just cheaper to develop games that way, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's cool for us as gamers, I guess, but I think part of that is it's becoming harder to, and they can make just as good of a product. It's just that the cost of living is so much lower there. They can afford to pay their people a reasonable wage that reasonable for them, and yeah, it's just kind of better for everybody. So you see a lot of that going on. But if you're like a small person, small developer, finding people and like, it's easier for larger companies to be able to outsource stuff like that than it necessarily is for like smaller companies. And then people also, not everybody thinks outside the box, not everybody thinks about stuff like that, and we'll try to do those sorts of things. I don't know what we want to do here. This is what happens every time I play Aksum, is that we end up with a ridiculous number of kind of everything. Fond memory of capturing Moscow as Germany and then doing a reverse D-Day on the States. We stopped the game at that point. It was crazy. RNG and Japan was taking the bulk of U.S. attacks. Axis and Allies, I mean, the fact that you can research technology in that game, like, it's one of the best board games that had a tech research like thing going on for it. All right, can we convince Lafayette to not be a friggin' jerk? Doesn't look like it. Guess I can just send this guy here. We're going to have extra settlers. We're not going to be able to put all these guys down. Some of these guys might not even get there before the end of the age. That's all right. We're at almost 400 gold per turn. Tecumseh's getting 446, which is nuts. Yeah, we should be building stuff and upgrading cities and everything else. So let's try to do some of that. Don't even have a harbor here. Saw pit, yeah. Brickyard, sounds good. How are we doing on Mundo Perdido? One turn. Cool. Oh my gosh, we got a 7 production harbor that we could have had down. I could be playing this game better. Oh man, we got multiple wild game. Those are great in cities. They get +4 food. Or in towns, I mean. All right, so we're at 5 of 6 on our cities. We're sending some people really far from home. Where did that scout go? Is this my scout? Yeah. All right, Taco Hell's been consumed. Now proceed to drive again. If I die, just know that I died happy because I saw the bunny cam. Aw. We got Mundo Perdido. Guppy, thanks for helping making the bunny cam happen. Guppy, if ever the folks here pick Axon Allies, I'm down to watch her play. Ah, okay. Yeah, we could get some group games going of some of this stuff. I've thought about doing it. I've thought about doing some TI as well, because we play quite a bit. I know there's like Space Cat, Peace Turtle, so there's already like I don't know how big the space is for more Twilight Imperium games and stuff like that. I think the problem is that most people aren't. I mean, we could get some going on in the Discord too. It doesn't have to be on stream. Oh, that's interesting. +2 on wonders. I mean, how many wonders do we have? Not enough. +2 food in all settlements. We want drama and poetry as well. Let's get that going on here somewhere. Gold per settlement? Yeah, we can drop that. It feels bad, but huh. Did that not give us any culture? All right. Lafayette, what's going on, man? We got how many more turns? 7 more turns because he denied us open borders. What's this dude's problem? All right, where do we want to put this city? Oh, it's not. That was a misclick. So I don't really want to go way over here. I mean, I do want the crabs, but I think we're going to have to not have them. I don't know. If we go here, we get crabs. Kind of overlap with the city up there. Get some turtles. We went over here. And a bunch of nothing. Oh, there's a... I think we need to overlap so we can get this. Yeah, so we can get this camel. Let's do that. Right here? There. That looks good. They fell asleep. I'm sorry they're being rude to you, Guppy. They were there this morning. Yeah, they've been hanging out down here. Like we've kind of trained them to hang out down here. And yeah, we were playing GURPS this morning. It's a tabletop role playing game for those who don't know what that is. And they were like hanging out. I got to pet Spots. He was like sitting beside me, and I was just able to like reach down and pet him. He was just hanging out the whole time. But yeah, their camera shy today, I guess. They fell asleep under the table. Sky Team, the other game, huh? I'm not familiar with this. Okay. By Hatchet Board Games. Okay, I'll check that out. Is that a 2-player? Or am I'm judging it by the art. Yeah, 2-player co-op. I know a cute girl who might play a 2-player co-op with me. Might have to check that out. All right, now that we're doing local festivals, we're just gonna accept these. We want to get that influence back up. Our influence kind of bottomed out. Ooh. Wait, did we get Mundo Perdido or did we fail that? Did the whole thing pop up? Where is it? We did get it. I clicked through it. +1 science on improvements and +1 happiness on districts on tropical terrain of this settlement. Okay. Man, we're probably doing really well on culture. That wasn't really what I was strongly gunning for, but I bet we're doing pretty well. Ooh, yikes. I don't know if I want to throw the bath there. Guess we'll just go with influence. We're not building anything right now. Poor settler just hanging out in the water here. Waiting to be allowed to leave. Man, it's just such a bummer. It's so hard to get over there right now. There's just not really anything we can do. It's so far. Oh, he's already going there. I guess we'll send this one by land. Yeah. Man, that is crazy. These are great spots. I mean, you could throw a city here would be fine. Over here actually would be really interesting. This would be a really interesting place for a city for someone who is into sea tiles. Could throw one down here pretty easy. They got a whole bunch of gold. Yeah, that's nuts. Man. Yeah, that would be a good spot. You got multiple volcanoes there. I mean, eventually Machiavelli will probably move out. And then something over here. We want to build on the coast, so I think the only spot that makes sense is like one of these. That'd be crazy good. There's like a goody hut over here. Oh, I know part of the problem is there's so much mountains and then water. But like surely he can sail by now, right? Weird. This is a game about communication, trust, and faith in the RNG gods. Okay. That's Sky Team, for anybody who wasn't catching up on that. All right. Well, the whole purpose was to get this camels. So now we caught the car. Let's try to. Oh my gosh, I'm letting my gold pile up again. Yeah, let's just build. We'll build a fishing quay. We'll build a little bit of everything. I guess we're mostly concerned right now with just getting production online. Let's throw it out a harbor. That's fine. Let's go hook up some of our other cities. We're at 66%. I'd like to have more cities down. Is the my main concern or main issue right now. but everything else seems fine. I wouldn't mind being able to throw down like a lighthouse or something here so that we could cross this and we could build over here. Our options are a little bit limited, and these locations are better for things other than like our basic, yeah, our basic options here. Don't really want to throw these down, so I think we're going to call that one good. What about here at mast? Nah, no real point in putting anything else down here. I think we can just upgrade it to a city. Let's just do it. Maybe we could do that for both of them. This one's at 12. All right, there we go. What are your thoughts on Scythe? Yeah, Terraforming Mars and Frostpunk as board games. Yeah, I mean, I'm not if you're not sure how like in depth. I enjoy them. That's kind of a lackluster answer. I don't have a whole lot to say. It's been a while since I played Scythe. Yeah. Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has been a while, and I think we have the expansion and stuff for it as well, if I recall. Pretty sure we do, but I don't think it was very fun 2-player. Can you even play 2-player? Either I don't think we've done much 2-player on it, which is probably pretty reasonable. But we enjoyed them. Yeah, we do have the expansion. Okay. There we go. Slot the silk. Given quite a few bonuses there. Nice. Haven't tried either on board game, arena, Steam, or board game. Oh, okay. Scythe, I really like. I would recommend that fairly strongly. Lirio, you played Terraforming Mars, haven't you? I don't think I have. I don't think I played Terraforming Mars. Or unless you're talking about like the PC game Terraforming Mars, in which case I have played it. And there's quite a few games where that was like the theme too, so I might also be getting something convoluted in my head as far as which game is which. Coming from playing Seven Wonders. Okay. Seven Wonders is fun. Have you played quite a few board games? Or you like, I mean, it sounds like you've played quite a few, man. Or do you still feel like you haven't played that many? Because it sounds like you've got quite a bit of experience. What do you want to do here? All right, let's throw out our fishing quay. We'll throw out... Might as well do the granary. We'll just do that in the center, city center there. We have more resources that we can't slot. Oh, we can slot something down here. Should we do... Let's just do food? Oh, you know what? These are all cities now. Yeah, let's do that. Dude, I love these turkeys, man. The turkey noise when you move the wild game, it's a hilarious noise. All right, we have a couple of traders we can send out. Do we have... Hey, oh no, we're already sending somebody to Detroit. I was like, hey, we got one. No, we don't. St. Louis is looking pretty good. We got wine. We got turtles there. We could move. We could send one up to one of our places. What about? I think we're trading with most of Tecumseh's places, most of his cities. Probably not worth doing more. Oh, I know where we're going to send one of these guys. His. Oh, are we already trading with these guys? We must be. Or. Oh, no. I bet we just don't have improved trade relations. Hey, also, can we. 3 more turns. So we can try to open the borders again. With Lafayette.
God, with such
Not that many,
splendid
mainly at social
irony,
events. We have local pubs that also have a library and
granted me
games,
books
but it's a
and
steep learning
nothing.
curve. Oh yeah, 100%, man. Since it's
One
once in a blue moon compared to PC games, yeah, no, totally,
Inventor.
yeah, and that's why you're looking for, you can like it's not super easy, but if you do find a place or you do find some people, oh cool, we stole from Harriet. All right, sweet, let's do it again. Might as well. Yeah, if you can find a group and you're like you find some people you vibe with, it can end up being pretty awesome. And you can have like a pretty, quite a few people doing set games and on the regular. It's hard to find, but once you get it, you can find it. And you can make it too, finding some people. But I absolutely feel your pain on it. It's tricky. One of my favorite games that we haven't mentioned is Caverna. Caverna is just an incredibly fun game, and Euro style game. We'll promote growth. I don't know what we need to do to get this guy to grab this fucking camel, but that's what I'd really like him to do. All right, we have another another settler that is built. But Caverna has now 2 expansions. The first expansion is incredibly fun. You don't even need it. You can play the game. Lyriel and I used to play that 2-player. It's great 2-player. It's great with 4 players. I think it goes up to 5, probably more with the expansions. That was our favorite game for like the longest time. I mean, it's still one of our favorite games. Incredibly fun. The newest expansion kind of like redoes the game a little bit, but like that's been years. That this thing's been out for like a decade or something or more. Incredibly fun game though. You're not going to be disappointed in that. It's worker placement, Euro style game, but yeah, absolutely love that game. Highly recommend it. All right, what else do we want to put here? Do you want to go with happiness? Well, no, the city's very happy. More production, I guess. Huh? How much does gold do with the city? 5 more, but we don't need more gold. We need to build stuff, so we're not going to worry about that. How are we doing? I wonder what the score looks like. Is that here? Cultural. We are in the lead. I am not surprised. I would be surprised if we weren't because it's been crazy how hard we've gone. Economic. So some of these victory conditions, man, I know that they say they tell you. It's still very opaque. Feels very much like Sid Meier's. Hate it. Honestly, like really don't like how opaque the victory conditions and how to actually get points are. Economic, I have been just absolutely crushing everybody with economic stuff. And I know part of it is you need certain buildings. So instead of going for mathematics or whatever I'm going for, like maybe I should have, gone for navigation or something. But it's yeah. Anyway, it leaves something to be desired, I think is what I want to say. So let's get this city growing as quickly as we can. Let's make sure they have some wild game. Let's make sure they have some turkeys there. Yeah, but Caverna is good 2 players. It's good with, more players, and then the expansions, you don't need them for a long time, but they just add more fun to it. You can get games down to like 45 minutes, which is like pretty quick for that. and for like a 2-player game or whatever, the first couple of games are going to take you way longer. That's just kind of any game to some extent. All right, we're over our cap now. Well, that's okay. We're just 1 over. Are we going to get any more cities? Are we going to get to raise our cap? I don't think we are. I don't think there's anything else that raises our cap at this point. Might have been a bit of a mistake besides a city-state. Can we ask Lafayette to open his borders yet? One more turn. Oh, Feast for Odin isn't quite as fun as Caverna, in my opinion, but if the Viking flavor is more appealing, that's also a good one along the same lines. Yeah, I would agree. Now I don't have enough influence because I haven't been managing it. This is a game where things have gone so well, and I think I've just been a little bit distracted and a little bit... Like, I just... some of the problems we're having right now shouldn't be problems. Man, I wish I could see this city-state here. Volcanoes erupted for like the 6th time. I should probably farm some of these tiles, huh? Probably make a lot of sense. The only place I can build a bath is right there. And I also know that's going to be a very high production area. So I don't know if I want to do that. I guess we will. Throw out a market somewhere. Villa. Where can we throw a good villa? Oh, yeah. Great spot for a villa. Oh, he loves Nightmare Before Christmas. A question, your taste in Caverna now, since it is unclear if you like the Nightmare Before Christmas during yesterday's stream. Oh, yeah, I do like Nightmare Before Christmas. I do. Yeah, did I miss anything there? Okay, yeah. Lyriel, I don't know why she was giving me a hard time, but she's cute enough that I put up with it. Yeah. All right. Don't be... Why? Why won't he open his friggin' borders? Is he really going to attack me with all these units? We have trade routes, man. We're friends. There's just no way to get over there if he won't open his borders. Literally no way to get over there. Rip. This is Bunny so freaking cute. Yeah, well, those guys are pretty cute. I mean, it's looking pretty good, Guppy. I still could be doing better. Like, why do I have 14? Why do I have this much gold? Should probably spin that down, right? Let's be a good Petro city. If we hadn't already built it in our capital. Try to get 11 pops, man. Things popping off. What do we got for this guy? We can build an altar, give a bunch of happiness. Sure. Okay, we got the religious stuff for the next era unlocked, where you start with like piety and everything. I'm really annoyed with Lafayette. Like I spent time doing trade deals and all this other stuff with him, and he still just doesn't want to let us hang out. We got caught stealing from Machiavelli. We got some culture. Not really that much, honestly. We're getting so much per turn. Not much in comparison, I guess. Coinage, +1. That's going to be crazy good. Didn't mean to click out of that. +1 gold for each imported resource, +1 move into merchants. Yeah, it's gonna do some craziness here. What do we want to take off? I think +1 gold for all settlements. Yeah, they give us another 50 gold-ish. Over 500 gold per turn now. 200 culture per turn and 36 science. We're so far behind in science. Yeah, I mean, this guy's already, like, I've already been over here. I'm not going to be able to explore anything else, unfortunately. I'd just like to know what kind of city-state that is. All right, making a trade route in Detroit. Excellent. That is, oh my god, they gave us 2 more camels. That's amazing. All right, abundance, 26 plus resources. That's also nuts. Just try to work on boosting some of these other cities, I guess. None of this is production. It's all either food or culture stuff. So we'll kind of keep that theme there in our capital, I guess. It's pretty good. 81 culture coming just from our capital. I guess we do product. Oh, you know what? We should probably throw the scale in somewhere. What else? Pearls? Maybe some pearls. Get some crazy happiness going on here. It's pretty good. 25 happiness total. Let's make sure everything has something slotted. Yeah, okay, we're good. Thank goodness work has power. Yeah. Had to look at the night for the night. Oh, yeah, it's NIGHT. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh my god. It's I mean, it's pretty old. You're probably a little bit younger, I'm guessing. Or maybe you just missed it. But great movie. All right, we're throwing down a bath. Interested in throwing in a garden too. Might as well just try to get the population popping off here. And then, oh, you know what? We need markets. Hold on. Maybe that's one of the things I need to research. Aren't I? I think I'm supposed to research currency. I think you're supposed to do currency and then go to the other stuff. Also, like, do we just have enough to just buy a library? Let's do that. Yeah, why not? Cool. All right, the crisis is going to be... Which one is this? Is this like the happiness one? Healing cults? Oh no, it's the plague. +2 science on buildings in affected cities, but -4 gold on science buildings. Sure, let's do that. It's going to affect us pretty much not at all. I don't feel like you think it's a great movie. You only made it like 20 minutes in this last year before you wandered off. I've seen it so many times, Lyriel. That's the problem. I've just seen it a whole bunch of times, and I don't normally watch movies like more than once. So like this, like watch something once a year thing is usually not my style. That's all. I think it's a great movie. I think it's really fun. I enjoyed it. I liked it when it came out. I don't know. Like, I don't want to watch any movie 1,000 times in a row. So that's all. I mean, it would maybe, I say that like there's probably a sci-fi movie that I would do that. Let's be honest. But generally speaking. Is there anything we can build in the water? Like in the river? I think we need current. I don't know what we need for that. I guess we can't do a lighthouse. I don't know what I was thinking we could build in the middle of the river. Maybe nothing at this point. Do we get multiple more camels? Where did we get more camels from? I don't know. Guess I shouldn't ask too many questions. That's awesome. Okay, we'll get more production going, I guess. And then all we can do is food and happiness down here, but that's okay. Night Before Christmas with a K. Sounds like that kind of movie. Came out in 2019 on Netflix. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yeah, Die Hard used to come on all the time in around Christmas time. Which Die Hard is my kind of Christmas movie in general. That's more my style. Oh, what's that? What's the movie with the knight Lyriel that we've watched a few times? That is like a rom-com thing. Oh, or is that the one like a KNIGHT Night Before Christmas? And that's what you're talking about. Is that what it's called? I'm confused what we're talking about. That's what you've been talking about all along? Oh, yeah. I mean, no, I thought I'm sorry. I was thinking my bad. Yeah, Night Before Christmas. I mean, the dude sticks his sword into the ground when there's snow out there. He has no respect for his weapon. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. I have seen several of the Princess Switch movies. We do a lot for the ones we love, and sometimes what you do for the ones you love is you watch really bad movies with them. What is that? What was that noise? Oh, City State got defeated, maybe? Oh man, Harriet is. We're in alliance. Her heart grows white with something. Man, this little island. So we got 2 resource. Man, it's hard to figure out where you want to put stuff. I think like a market and other stuff with like water adjacency goes here. This would be like a library and blacksmith type stuff. So here's probably fine. We're gonna run out of spaces, I think, in this little city. We got all kinds of stuff we can build here. Oh, interesting. Start throwing down everything we can. It's nice being able to just buy whatever we want. 530 gold at this point in the era. It might be a new record, honestly. All right, so we got more turtles we can throw somewhere, and we also got some crabs. I think down here in one of our newer cities, we'll throw the crabs. Looks like we can buy a few things there. We're going to move the mangoes from our capital and put another turtle there. We do want to slot these mangoes somewhere, though. Switch them out with the dates, maybe? Oh, we should put this kale in somewhere. Somebody needs this. Switch out the fish. Hey, there we go. Jingle all the way. I don't know if I remember that one. Or remember anything about it. I imagine I've seen it. You know what the other thing we should do is, I mean, we're struggling a little bit on influence, which we could probably solve. But we should probably send out some more boats and make some more trade routes. Can purchase a library. It's an expensive purchase, but we're going to do it. Got like 3 cities growing at the same time. Build a villa. That should help us a decent amount. Don't really care where we throw the villa, to be honest. It's probably fine. 7 turns on that, and then city is actually caught up with with the capital. It's actually better than the capital. This happens a lot, where like one of my secondary cities gets like better built out than my capital does, because I end up focusing. Yeah, too much. We also got multiple resources since all these cities just grew. Can only slot one of them. +1 culture on displayed great works and joyous settlements, and +2. That's not going to be that much of a difference. Anything else you might want to slop in? I don't really think so. Unit maintenance would give us like some, but we're not that worried about it, I don't think. Purchase a couple of ships here. Shame Denier doesn't know any lettuce. Thanks. All right, we'll catch you later, Guppy. Thanks for dropping in. Sorry we didn't get a lot of bunnies today. Here's a lettuce fact. If you spend all summer toiling in a garden to grow garden fresh lettuce, your ungrateful rabbits won't care and will act like it's the same as grocery store lettuce. Can confirm this is true. You have some really awesome potatoes and tomatoes growing. Oh, that's awesome. All right, we got this guy here, but we can't trade, and I don't think we can improve trade relations with her just yet. It's going to take 2 turns, so I guess we'll just tell this dude to hang out for a couple of turns. I don't think just... Oh, okay, cool. Looks like Valencia got thrown down. It's a really good spot for that city, actually, for him. Not where I'd really like him to be, but that's okay. Wonder construction. We will not be able to support that just yet. I just don't know what wonders we're trying to build here. I'm not super worried about it. We're going to grab the influence because we need it as we enter a celebration, and I think we'll just go with reduce maintenance, which is going to do very little for us, but that's okay. We'll take happiness towards our next celebration since we're getting so much less happiness than we are of gold. Not because our happiness is bad, but just because we are getting so much gold. We're getting 130 happiness still. We can go ahead and establish this trade route with St. Louis. That puts us over 600 gold per turn. And we get some more turtles, which we got to find a place to slot. Our capital is almost, it's doing 95 culture per turn by itself, which is pretty nice. I think what we're going to do here while we're moving stuff around, so we get a lot of production in this city, and it's pretty much built out, is we're going to move some of this production to some other places. Oh my gosh, I keep right-clicking on accident. I'm kind of sitting at an awkward angle because of the new bunny desk. No complaints. Oh, wrong place. There we go. There we go. Just kind of move it down the line here. I mean, maybe my capital deserves some more production, honestly. It's only got 34. Maybe that's where I should be throwing some of this stuff. Maybe I'll actually do that. Maybe I'll throw some more production my capital's way. I think it's doing okay as far as growth and its overall size. All right, do we have any unslotted camels? I don't think we do. The city's looking a lot better now. Oh, we still need to find a home for this crab. This is a town that has cotton. I'd rather move that cotton somewhere else. We'll throw some crabs there, let it grow a little bit quicker. Oh, we actually have incense. That's not doing anything. It's like one extra science. Our science has gone up to like 61 per turn, which is significantly better than it was. I think that works. So we got a bunch of jade, we got a bunch of incense that we haven't slotted, salt. Oh, we have silk. We got to slot this silk. Gives us 8. That puts us at 102 culture in our capital. Yeah, that was definitely the right move. It's the 10 only gives +2 production, but when you're trying to squeeze out every bit of production, we don't need like some of this, you know, smaller amounts of production and culture and food that we're getting from some of these places aren't as important as actually building some stuff. Trying it in the desert, using the Fremen desert tech. Yeah, man, we had problems here where we tried to grow some stuff and the soil was so bad that we had to like do stuff to like treat the soil, just because nothing was growing. We're in the desert too. It wasn't a water issue though. It was just the soil quality here, which was kind of interesting.
When I was young,
What were the most beneficial recent changes to Civ 7? Do you mean the 1 year anniversary changes or the more recent changes that they've had? Would be my question. Because I might give you two different answers there. So the 1 year, do I still play ESO? Not really. No. I'm yeah, May. I'm pretty much kind of done with it, honestly. I've considered like popping on and doing some like fun trial runs or something, but nah, I think I'm kind of done. If you miss my well, I'm sure you did. I guess I'll do like a channel update or whatever to let people to get everybody try to help everybody get on the same page. Usually people don't really click on those kind of videos, which is fine, but it just doesn't help get the word out. I'm kind of I'm kind of to the point where I just don't think that doing guides and stuff like that on these various games and covering them in that way is really beneficial. It's not, I just don't think it's what I want to keep doing. It's a really small market. There's just a lot of problems with it. It's a really small market. You're like a subset of a subset of a subset. The games companies make it very difficult on you, which is crazy because you're kind of helping promote their well, you're not kind of, you are helping promote their product. And so they don't always help that much help you be able to cover their games with. And what I mean by that is like, you know, so many of the games have issues and have problems where, you know, none of the mechanics work the way they say they do. The games companies, and this is not just one game company, this is like many games companies like don't know how their own product works. Like they don't know that the formulas for a lot of the stuff will be messed up and what have you, and kind of so on and so forth. And it's just, you know, I guess the conclusion over time, what I've come to is it's just not worth it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze is what I often say, but it just ends up not being, it just doesn't feel like it's worth it. I'm spending a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of effort essentially to help promote somebody else's product who I don't really, I feel very strongly doesn't really care. Some of the companies do, but for the most part, a lot of them don't. They're happy for the free publicity. They're happy that it helps them make money, but they don't really give a shit. They don't really like try to, you know, they're not trying to help anybody out or anything with, you know, make it easier to make content and actually make it a lot more difficult. And I mean, it's not even just one game, and I'm not even really like, it's not even something I'm mad about. It's just like this is the objective reality. Man, +7 bad. Let's just throw it down. Hey, that'll help us build over here. That'll be great. Yeah. Anyway, so that's where I'm kind of at with that, but sweet. Man, do I just build more of these? Yeah, anyways, but over time, I've just gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, this just not working. It's not really worth the time and effort. So what I'm going to be doing in the future and moving forward is I'm going to start with tabletop, but I'm going to start try to make some games. So I don't know, in the next 6 to 12 months, you'll probably see a Kickstarter for me where I'm trying to get a game into production. Before that, I don't know how this process will exactly work. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. But probably what I will do is sorry, I'm just doing two things at once, which my wife knows I'm incredibly good at. Yeah, so probably, but you know, before that, ideally, like we'll be talking about it. So some of the stuff I want to do is board games, and some of the stuff I want to do is tabletop role-playing games. Quite a bit different. Okay, you can't buy anything when they're in unrest from the plague. I forgot about that. Does happiness suffer under these conditions? I think it might be happiness that suffers under these conditions. I'm never going to get over there to the Grand Canyon, and I'm very disappointed in that. I'm the best multitasker around. 100%. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that down, but we'll take it. Hopefully that was a good spot. Festival grounds. I feel like we're gonna end up destroying that in a minute. Oh no, that's actually good. Oh no, we are probably gonna end up having to throw something there. Saw pit, some other stuff. Sure. All right. Yeah. So in the not too distant future, I think the first thing you'll probably see from me, and I already runs multiple times a week, run some TTRPGs for several groups in the Discord, and you'll probably see me trying to experiment and playtest on people. So that'll probably happen in the Discord. Yeah, I've basically decided that I'm just going to redirect most of my energy that I was spending on, on covering these games and doing guides and stuff like that. Like I might still do some from time to time for ESO or for Dune or whatever. It's just going to be, it's just not going to be my main focus, is all. And that might mean that if I do it, it looks different than it might otherwise or something. So I'm not going to, and what I mean by that is some of it is kind of like I'm looking for, I want to say low effort, but that kind of implies something that I'm not saying. But I do kind of mean low. What I mean by low effort is I am no longer going to, like, there's just no chance that I'm pouring through logs and figuring out how the game is broken so that I can tell you guys, like, explain to you how the game is broken and how you can like unbreak the game. Which is a crazy thing to have to say, honestly. I don't really care about a city there, actually. I guess we'll leave this guy here. Dune has this problem. ESO has this problem. ESO, or I'm sorry, Dune, ESO have had this problem. In Civ, I mean, some of their design philosophy thinks this is not a bug, it's a feature of like hiding mechanics from players, lying to players about the probability of something. Like they've actually said stuff that is just like, what? And so I don't want to spend hours and hours of my life trying to back solve for like how a games company broke their game and doesn't really, when they don't understand or really care about how it's broke or what's going on. That's the kind of stuff. And when I say this, it sounds negative. I'm not upset. This is just the objective reality of where we're at in games right now. And it just feels like so much time and energy, wasted to like care about something that, like, if they don't care about it, why do I care about it? So that's just kind of where I'm at. So I just want to, if there's stuff where I'm like, hey, I could make a video about this, I don't need to go through and do, all this research to figure out exactly how this thing is working, not as intended. Then I'll be happy to like do that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I'd rather spend my energy doing something that feels a little bit more rewarding and fulfilling is what it comes down to. Oh, I never sent a ship in here. I didn't even explore all that. Interesting. What's Machiavelli got going on? So he's got, I think I made trade routes of these two cities. Do I want to do, I mean, Barcelona is pretty large. I think you get something just for the size of the city. So we'll send him over there. Okay. Cool. Machiavelli sending trade routes. Nice. I like it. I don't know if we make this just like a fishing. Maybe we just make this a fishing village. Fishing town. +1 food on farms, pastures, plantation, fishing boats. Purchase additional food and water buildings. I don't know. Kind of just seems designed for it. We bought everything else. Let's do it. Build a garden. Whoa. +8 adjacency. Have you tried Forever? The game is in super early access and small, but the dev's attitude so far looks promising. They are teachable Shiro games, I think they're called. I haven't. I'm not familiar with that game. I'll let me pull it up. Maybe put a note for myself here. Well, and you know, I should say more about that too. Some of my frustration is it's with the industry a little bit more as a whole too, because there are also situations where, you know, like Helldivers, right, made by Arrowhead Game Studios. I think it's a great game. I think it's been a great game. I think they've done everything right. You know, and I say everything right. Like, I mean, obviously they're not perfect. Oh crap! I accidentally researched Future Tech. I didn't mean to do that. I usually try to stop it. Oops. Oh man, that's not good. Okay, that I'm sure that bumped up the era score quite a bit. Yeah, it like that bumped us up quite a bit. I don't know. I'm tempted to just do it again. Um, is there anything? Yeah, we'll just do it again since we already cracked that open. In Arrowhead, so the YouTube gaming space too, as far as like people doing what I have been doing in the past, it's not really a great spot. It's not really a great place to be, honestly. You've got a lot of different things. You've got some people that will do anything for a buck and they'll give positive reviews to a game and whatever. You have a lot of people that are very new that'll be very excited about a game. And turns out they're not incredibly knowledgeable, but they'll talk about stuff like they know what's going on. With Helldivers, there was a situation where a bunch of people were blaming the game for their breaking their PCs and it was a bunch of streamers, a bunch of YouTubers, and they had similar rigs that were the cause of the problem. And that was the issue. And they were instead, like, you know, blaming the company with no evidence, and then when evidence was presented to them that was not what was going on and so on and so forth, they said, you know, I reject your reality and substitute my own because I would rather choose to believe something different than what I'm hearing. And a lot of the Helldiver community went on that page. People will still comment on. I'll see people comment about Helldivers and Arrowhead, and they'll be like, "What are you talking about? That's a good games company." And you're like, "Dude, I don't know what you want, but whatever it is, it's completely like the expectations are unrealistic as far as what's going to happen." And so then the players are mad, and it comes down to, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of room for somebody who just wants to be reasonable, give people good information. I don't know. It just feels really just like a weird place to be with a lot of this stuff, honestly. And it's like, well, you know, so if I make a video, I made a video about Helldivers and explaining like what the issue was, going into detail about the issues people were having with their gaming PCs, and then it wasn't the game. And I actually had some of there's a group of people for Helldivers that, and this happens with many games, right? But they're in the official Helldivers Discord, and they do IT support for people for free. They're doing it just to help other players. And that group of people, when I did that, reached out to me and said, thank you for doing that, because they had been trying to explain to people what was going on for a while, and people didn't want to listen. They wanted to be mad at the game because they were mad that it wasn't, fulfilling their every desire, and it wasn't meeting their expectations or whatever. And it's like, dude, you paid $40 for a game and you've been playing it like you've got thousands and thousands of hours over multiple years. I don't know what it seems like unrealistic expectations to me. But when you try to offer a measured take and give people good information, the world we live in right now, a lot of people don't want to hear that. They just want their own biases. They just want to hear their own thoughts echoed by other people. And there are creators that are more than happy to do that stuff too. That are more than happy to do that for them. And so they will go towards those creators, and they will and it's fine. It's whatever. Again, I'm not mad about it, but it's just the reality of the situation. And I don't really want to. What am I going to do? It just makes an uncomfortable situation. And anyways, whenever I made that video on Helldivers and I went through and explained all the technical stuff, and broke everything down, and was like, and also I suspected that it was whenever I saw these creators that were saying that the game is breaking my hardware. I am really into this kind of stuff. So like I watch a lot of Gamers Nexus and like read about this stuff just for fun. I'm kind of a hobbyist, tech person. I'm into computers and building computers just as a hobby and what have you. So I know a lot more than any average person probably should about this stuff, just because, again, I find it interesting. And I like what Gamers Nexus does and whatever. But yeah, so I was a little bit more abreast about what could be happening, and I suspected that could be the case. And so, but anyways, I looked into it or whatever, did the research, spent a bunch of time on a video, made a video, and the guys that do that free, tech support over in that Discord, over in the Helldivers Discord, like one of them reached out to me on kind of on the behalf of, I guess that community, and was like, first off, they were like, thank you, we really appreciate it. Again, these guys who are working for, they're professionals in IT, most of them, many of them. Some of them are just, really big nerds. And so, but most of them somehow work with computers professionally, and they're doing this in their free time for fun to help other people, other gamers out, right? They just want, just like I want, they just want people to enjoy games and have fun. And these guys have been trying to get the word out and explain to people what was going on, and people didn't want to hear it. They were mad at the game company. They wanted to be mad at the game company, even though they hadn't done anything wrong. Again, crazy expectations. And so even though like it was awesome those guys reached out, I appreciated it, because sometimes you feel like a lunatic. You feel like a crazy person when you're like, no, guys, like the situation is actually this. And they're like, no. Like you start to question yourself, am I going crazy here? Yeah, so them reaching out was great, but making a video like that, just like some people are pissed off about it, and you'll have gamers still comment on various videos about how could you say that? This is a terrible company. They hate, like, people have opinions they don't care about their audience. And I'm like, dude, I have never seen that from this games company. So it's really weird to hear it. It's hard to understand where these people are coming from, and I've tried. And it's just a really weird kind of thankless job that you're just kind of pissing people off that you don't want. You want these people to be watching your channel and whatever. Yeah. And at some point I just have kind of been like, well, like, why am I doing this? Like, does this make sense? Yeah, and it doesn't really feel like it does. So that's, anyways, all that to Oh man, okay. So that gives you room to slot extra. Ah, okay. I should have gone more on that side of the tree. I just had too low. I had too high of culture and too low of science. I think for most of this. That's interesting. Made some mistakes here. This was a great map and a great. I mean, we still did well, but like we could have done a lot better here. Yeah. So, anyways, all those are all like reasons that get added into why I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to. I got to do something different. And if I make a game, I don't have to worry about all this stuff. I can talk about my product. I can try to cater to people that want to play it and what have you. And I don't have to. I'm more in control of my fate, is what it comes down to. That's what I'd like more of. Instead of feeling like, oh, well, if this games company or whatever decides to do something stupid, it can make my life more difficult, which has happened with ESO countless times. It's happened with Dune. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, I guess. Which honestly, as I say that out loud, feels quite greedy. But I don't think it's completely unreasonable to want that. Can we make a new trade route? Do we need to do another thing with her? Maybe we do. Oh, she threw down Boston. All right, yeah, it's a great spot for Boston. Detroit, Cincinnati here. I don't know if we have a trade route there. The tooltips on these trade routes aren't always what I would like them to be. All right, we're almost to the turn counter. We're getting close. Oh, we should buy some of this stuff. Now let's buy an amphitheater. Oh, let's buy a brickyard. All right, we can build a lighthouse. Sure. We should upgrade some of these towns. Should we upgrade some of these towns and cities? Maybe. Okay, 1 migrant when a city is infected, but lower growth rate. +5 happiness on altars and infected cities, but -10 gold per altar. I mean, that's fine. We're getting like 700 gold, almost 800 gold. I think we'll take that. I think that's worth it. I don't know if there's anything left to build as far as wonders. I don't think there is. I think the AI has probably built most of it. Can we do some festival grounds? Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we'll grab the influence again during this celebration. I guess we'll do -1 gold for unit maintenance. Sure. I don't know if we really care about building more trade routes, but it's just like these guys can do that, and I already built them. I don't know if it's worth the influence. Maybe we should just save the influence. I don't know. Hey, there we go. We got more turtles. There's some more turtles down in our capital. We also have some pearls we can do something with. Pearls are +6 happiness in cities that are not your capital. So definitely worth it. Oh, we could buy a lighthouse here too. Ooh, so many good places. Oh, now can slot 2 more things. Ha! Sure. What do we want to do? More food? Just put all the food there. Whoa, screen freaked out. As a Civ player, have you heard about Gandhi going nuclear in early Civ games since his affinity towards peace goes from very high to a negative number? Yeah, I'm familiar with nuclear Gandhi. Yeah, a really fun like, you know, early game lore like / programming lore thing to keep in mind or to know about. Yeah, it's super fun. Oh man, what do we get there? Like nothing super useful. Wonder what city was that? San Francisco? I don't know. We'll do improved trade relations one more time, just because we can. Yeah, it was really fun. Nuclear Gandhi, and then they kept it and just like leaned into it. Form an alliance? Heck yeah. Lyriel got multiple alliances going on. I'm making friends left and right. Except for Lafayette, he said. I don't have good things to say about Lafayette. Won't let me move through, and he's got all these warriors. Yeah, and no like wars, and I've even done stuff that is like I knew was a little bit antagonistic. Krabby, what's going on? The rumors are true. He is back like he never left. Yeah. Well, we were just talking about that a little bit, man. Things are going to be different moving forward, but yeah, I am back. Absolutely, man. Good to see you. So maybe not quite like I never left. But we also had the bunny cam. Oh, hold on. We have a bunny. Hey, you stay. We got the bunny cam. We just didn't have any bunnies. That is spots for those who don't know. Alliances were dangerous in Civ 3 when two of your allies fought each other and you took a hit to being trustworthy. Yeah, that can still happen here, but I don't find it's terrible. Erebus. Yeah. I don't find it's particularly terrible. It can happen, but they don't seem super pissed off. Like both of them will still be pretty happy with you. Yes, yeah. We're trying to teach them. This is their dinner. That lettuce, the cilantro that Spots is eating right now, is more of a treat. But trying to teach them to hang out up there. Hey, what's up, Frog? We're gonna do okay, cool. Plus 50% influence toward befitting city states. Man, with this economic stuff, we plus 10 gold for every alliance you're in, plus 1 resource capacity in towns. Okay. We might have got most of the good stuff. So we got to reach level 3 with Isabella. Purchasing and settlements will be a good one. We might want to grab that. Plus 1 gold on resources in towns. Or plus 2 in towns of distant lands. Hey, buddy. Oh. If you're wondering what he was like moving his nose over towards, it was my cable for my headset. Hi, bud. What's up, man? Here you go. You want to... They see a cord and they're just, it's like a sixth sense. They head for it. Come here. We'll see if we can get him a close up here. You look sleepy, man. You been getting your 20 hours of sleep a day? You doing okay? Oh, you're down to 18. You've been busy? Okay. Come on. Come here. Yep. The lighting situation isn't what I would like it to be down there because I only have one light. But I'll try to improve it in the not too distant future. So you guys might not care, but to me, it's bad. If only cord flavored lettuce was a thing. Yeah, right. Oh, man. If only cord flavored lettuce was a thing. That's a good one, man. For those who don't know, rabbits love cords, and they will just we call it spicy hay because they'll just go straight for it. Gotta watch them. Oh, and he's gone. We need to find a place to slot these crabs. There we go. We got about 6 turn. Oh no, we run a turn timer, so we probably have more than that. I don't know what these guys are going to do. I guess go hang out here and sail into the deep once the next era comes upon us. Probably half of them will die, but that's okay. These guys should. No, those guys are fine, actually. Is there anything else? Yeah, we could send this guy like over here. Okay, we bought everything we can there. Bought everything we can here. Should we convert it to a city? Maybe. We'll buy the production things. Have 8 gold buildings, minus touch. Nice. There's what's weird is your second comment. I saw it, Frog, when I looked over to the right, but it didn't come up on the chat bot. I don't know why. There's Civ and On parody videos made by TK from 17 years ago from the Civ 3, Civ 4 era. Oh, that's fun. We're not going to be able to build most of this other stuff. We'll have to buy it. But we're getting enough gold that should be fine. YouTube eats Frog comments. 'Tis a known issue. I'm sorry, man. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't like you. I don't know why it's eating hungry for your comments. Just gobbles them up. It's frustrating. It's going to be weird next era when we're going to have everything just like resets. It's always kind of crazy. What is this dude doing? He's just chilling out here. I don't know, man. All these boats with nothing to do with them. Too sassy for the internet. Fair. The city state never expanded to this camel either. Let's see what else we can buy. All kinds of stuff. Oh, we can't buy anything because of the plague. More room for craft comments. We had the 4th of July beers after stream last night, then wandered around on Twitch and found 2 VKA progs going at the same time. Nice. All right, we're just running down the clock now.
There is geometry in the.
Oh man, so we just unlocked like mathematics. Okay. 3 turns till I can do anything in the capital. That's super annoying. Kind of just want to buy. Oh, we don't have a library here. How much is an academy? 1,300? Yeah, I should have. Well, we'll be able to get a couple more academies down, I guess. Grab the gold. Not that it matters. We only have a couple more turns left. What else we got here? Not gonna have time for future tech. We'll do a couple of these second tier techs. Repair all. We got some more dates. There's just these resources get out of control. Now Lafayette likes me. Are you kidding me? Can I do open borders now then? Do you... He rejects my open borders still. If I wasn't playing peacefully. See, this is the kind of stuff that leads me to declare war on people. You know what I mean? He's all smiley face with me, but won't open his borders. Is that the plague again? Yeah, how does it keep happening? Yeah, I don't know, man. We really got to work on our cleanliness and understanding of germs and what have you. All right, we'll be able to get down a couple of the whatever these latest science districts is. What is it, university or something, or a academy? Academy. Night, half of them will die, but it's okay. Also night, and I'm playing peacefully. Hey, man, I don't know what you want from me. 3 turns. I'm Genghis Khan, not Genghis can't. I like that. I need to use that. Oh, we finally got bread and circuses. Woo! 50 happiness in 1 city, I believe is what that is. Can we just purchase this academy? Yeah, there we go. Festival grounds? I thought I already built something there. Weird. Oh, do I not have anything to build now? I don't know. Culture? Can we have like 2 turns left or something? Yep, 2 turns. Can we throw down another academy? couple different places. Don't feel strongly about any of them. I mean, that's not going to get built, so I don't know why I'm trying to throw it down, but whatever. I don't know if I should try to build a couple units real quick. Sometimes I do that, but I already have settlers. Lafayette's not as happy with me now. Oh, you know what? That is what I should do. I should build or even buy a couple of merchants so that I can reestablish trade routes. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can still do culture or whatever. I'll buy at least one more. Oh, price has gone up. All right, maybe one more. Maybe we'll just buy it up here. All right, that'll be a pretty good start to next era. All right, so we get Spain, which is what we'll almost certainly do since that's where she ruled. +1 food, +1 gold, +2. I'm sorry, +2 food, +2 gold, +2 production in settlements adjacent to coast and in settlements following your own religion, which is all of them. I pretty much built everything along the coast. +4 if it is both. Oh, okay. Double in settlements in distant lands. Okay. So that could be +8 production, food, and gold. That'd be huge for starting out a city. You got to convert it to your religion or have something where whenever you found a new religion, it auto converts. Pretty good. Plus 15% gold towards converting a town to a city. Plus 30% gold in settlements in distant lands. So you can make cities in distant lands easier. Plus 30% production towards El Escorial. Not sure what that is. Some sort of wonder, of course, but I don't know what it does. Abbasid is another one. Gold for rural populations. And then Iceland. Yeah, but we're going to go with Spain. I have not played Spain yet. They get a culture building and a gold building. And then the unique quarter, the plaza. So benefit is Spanish unique quarter created by constructing the casa. Yeah, these two things. In the district. +2 gold in this settlement for every settlement in distant lands. Okay, so that's not going to be that great. I mean, how many cities were to make? 4? I mean, I guess it's in every city that you have that one in, so it could be a decent amount, but it seems pretty lackluster, honestly. It's not like some of them where it's like 10% science and shit like that, which is crazy good. Get a Spanish unique infantry unit, higher combat strength. Adjacent units receive +3 combat strength against cavalry units. Again, we're not going to be attacking. We got the conquistador. I guess I don't know. We are getting conquistadors. Maybe we should attack. A great person with 1 charge can only be trained in cities with a plaza, and the specific conquistador receive is random. Okay, so Yeah, it can only be activated once. Can only be activated in distant lands. Cost increases per conquistador trained. Can always embark in ocean. Okay. I mean, that's interesting. I guess we'll have to build some. I have a feeling it's going to give us like military bonuses, which we don't really. Now, like, again, I'm not trying to like fight. I think it makes the game a little too easy. And it can be a bit tedious at times. Great most fortunate navy, unlock with armada, plus 50% production towards naval units. Fleet commanders gain the flotilla promotion for free. I don't remember what that one does, but cool. Conquista, plus 2 combat strength. Yeah. Plus 1 gold on resources and plus 3 in distant lands. Okay, so that's worth unlocking, but these other ones are, eh. The word conquistador makes me want nachos for some reason. All right, so I think we still have a use for an economic attribute point, but I don't think we need it. Diplomatic is probably still pretty good. I don't think we need gold per tile explored anymore. I am sheath and necklace I'm interested in. We might do this. I don't know. We also, you know what? It actually might be better to do diplomatic and then actually go with like science or culture, although we've been killing it in culture, so probably we should do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, these load screens take like 30 minutes. Do you know what else is cultural? Queso. Dude, you're making me want chips and salsa now, man. Why are you doing this to me? I think I actually have dinner. I think Lyriel made some delicious Thai soup that I'm going to have instead, which is going to be delicious. But now I'm like, man, some like a salsa backer on that sounds great. A couple of margaritas. We got no problems. All right. So, Orphic Mysteries I'm pretty interested in. League of Legendary Friends, plus 5 in all settlements per alliance. Plus 200% cost to denounce. Wow. That League of Legendary Friends. Lyriel would love this. This is like right up her alley. I don't think we're going to end up being able to keep this, but I love it. I didn't realize that was a thing. I should have gotten this before. Maybe I just didn't. Maybe I discounted it when I was playing as Himiko. All right. Plus 1 resource capacity in all settlements. Plus 2 merchants for free. Plus 1 trade route capacity with all civilizations. There's going to be way too many things that we're interested in because that's also great. But we're also going to want a couple of these other ones. What else do we have? Yeah, the one where your cities remain cities is like a must. I feel like unless you're like playing as Trajan or something, I feel like you got to grab this one. Actually, you know, abundance plus 1 resource capacity in all cities is pretty hooked up as well. I mean, we can always make our own temples, right? Like temples, I don't know, it unlocks the tech for you, but I feel like we're already doing pretty good. The plus 1 trade capacity is the main thing here with Silk Roads. The merchants are nice, but the trade route capacity it just saves you so much influence if you're trying to make a lot of those. So we're going to get rid of Orphic Mysteries, and we'll keep all of our cities. And then what else were we giving up? What was the other thing we're interested in? There was something. Maybe that was the main. No, okay. I think this works. Do we keep or move our capital? You can basically get a free city upgrade, like if you wanted to like swap one of these to your capital and like basically get a free city upgrade. Like you can do that, but whatever. I guess we could also look and see how all of our cities are doing. If I can remember how to do that. I don't remember how to do that. Maybe I'll just click on them. So we got almost 100 food, 38 production. Yeah, we'll stick with our capital. Capital's pretty hooked up. All right. Yeah, we'll confirm that. Oops. Keep right clicking. There we go. All right. We got a bazaar that we can make and a stone cutter. All right, what else we got? Got a bunch of resources. We got camels. We got a lot of camels. Sweet. We got a lot of turtles, too. Can we just throw all the turtles in our capital again? Is that the right thing to do? Seems like a good place for them. +3 happiness, +3 production. Let's put that in a city. Maybe we'll even put it in our capital. Oh man, you hear the elephants. That's fun. Because I have chips and salsa. Okay, our turtle soup is all the rage. Oh man, not today, Shredder. Not today. We got a lot of cowrie. We got some ivory. We're going to have to move all this stuff in a minute once we establish some of these trade routes. But man, it's pretty hooked up. All right. Probably cartography is the first thing we want. So we can... Oh, no, we don't really care, actually, right now. What do we got here? Well, probably astrology. We want to get our science. We don't want our science to fall quite so far behind this time. I can't believe Lafayette is somehow getting more culture than we are. Like, it just seems crazy because we were just absolutely killing it. You know, do we go for piety first? It's pretty important to get it fairly early on. Let's just get it unlocked and we'll get our choices and then we'll go for the Council of the Indies or whatever it is so we can unlock our unique building. Oh man, I got to figure out which one of these traditions is the one we want. +2 culture on resources adjacent to coast. Probably that one. Plus 50% golden cities adjacent to coast. Gain culture equal to 50% of your trade income. I think that is +2 culture and gold for every active trade route. 100% trade income. Man, if you're adjacent. Port of Nations seems pretty good. It's not going to do very much right now because we don't have those trade routes, but we're about to, so not a big deal. That sentence about Lafayette getting more culture hits different when you're from East Texas. Oh man, that's funny. That's true. Oh no, where did I just throw that? I didn't mean to do that. Just happened. Valid. Oh, well, I clicked. Didn't mean to. +2 culture and science per age for each city-state you're a citizen of. Sure, let's do it. Could have probably made a better choice there. Building more bazaars. That's funny. You're 100% right, Frog. 100% right. Oh, we don't want to do that, do we? No. All right, we got a million trade routes to start now. Should I just pop this one here? Probably. Let's just do it. I guess we'll send one to everybody's city capital or whatever. Only seen spots in Maze. Are there other bunnies? No, we just have the 2 right now. Yeah. Just the 2 and the lettuce. We have the lettuce pet. Lyriel got a good chuckle out of that one. Yeah, just those 2 right now. We've talked about getting a 3rd, but not yet. Ooh, 100 culture, 200 happiness towards your next celebration, or a whole bunch of production. We're gonna go with production. You know what? We should pause here. I'm like starting back into this. We should probably. It's a good spot to pause for right now. I'll just go ahead and hit save, and we'll pick this up. Well, we've kind of been stopping after the first era, but I'd be interested in continuing this one. It's going really well. But we'll pause here for today. Yeah. And probably Mondays and Fridays, guys, is where you'll be looking at seeing me in the near future. And again, streaming is going to fall into the background a little bit. For me, I mean, a couple days a week, I think is what most of you really care about anyways, to be totally honest with you. And even with that, like I'm changing focus. So just realize that I'm going to be focused on doing other things. And I have to really be disciplined. It's very easy to just keep doing the same thing. And I've got to be a little bit disciplined about making sure that I am, with some of the stuff saying like, okay, I'm not going to keep doing the same thing because I got to really redirect my energy. So just know that that's going to be happening. I know that's kind of going to be a bummer for some. Some people will probably be excited and other people will be indifferent, but I just want to kind of let everybody know that that's what's going on. So appreciate everybody for tuning in and for saying hello. Happy 4th of July, everybody. For those outside of the U.S., I'm sorry we're a shit show. It's good to see you, Frog, Erebus, Lyriel, Guppysaurus, Krabby. Appreciate all of you guys. Dumpster Fire, May, thanks for dropping in. Who else am I missing? I appreciate everybody for dropping in there and being here, guys. It's always fun chatting. And, we'll still be doing, I think some of the live streams, we might go kind of a little bit more of a podcast format. So we might be just chatting a little bit more. So we'll just see how it goes. All right, man. Yeah, cheers. Have a great evening, Frog. Appreciate you. Happy 4th. Everybody be safe and have fun and hopefully don't start any fires. We'll see you guys next time.